Okay. Let's make our way back to camp. My fingers are getting cold. My weed picking fingers are cold. If I really wander around this woods, you'd get lost so fast. You really would. Everything looks the same. Hey guys, it's the 23rd of December. This is night number 1. You can barely see anything probably. I'll get the light going here. Right now we're in the tent. It's just before 8 o'clock at night. So there you go. That's my tent for the night. I had to get here and set up pretty quick. No time to set a fire or anything. It took a little bit of time getting here. I'll tell you that. There's about 100 times on the way in I thought my legs weren't going to make it. Get a little closer to these things. So hard. Oh, definitely snowing. But when you get so far with something, you just can't turn back. Not a bad view of the river. When you come close, when you get to a spot where it looks familiar, when you get to a familiar spot, then you're all full of vim and vigor and everything is good. The little runoff is running pretty good. When you're going down and you don't even know where you are or how much further it's going to be, how high these hills are going to be, is it going to go another hill high or is it going to go straight? So, anyways, we are here. It is dark. A bit of a steep little drop off there. Let's see if I can zoom down the hill instead of falling down the hill. So I can zoom calmly. Oops. The stove is outside right now, so I really can't make coffee unless I unzip this door. There is a bit of a wind chill, so yeah, not too keen on that. I'm going to see if I can flip you guys around to see my little teeny tiny setup I have here. Hopefully it's not too dark. Hang on. I'll flip you guys around. Kind of like that. Put the light over here a little closer. Okay. There's my little intent setup here. Oops. Oh yeah, this did move a little bit. So, there's my intent setup. This is my sleeping bag right here. I got my sleeping bag, which is good to -7. I got a comforter from home inside. On the outside, I got a nice extra sheet, a little extra bed sheet to keep the heat in. I got my little pillow. I got my pillow right here, which is just a all that pillow is a that pillow is just let's zip it down a little bit. That pillow is just what the heck was it? It's the carrying bag for the air mattress, and I put 3 inflated large Ziploc bags inside, so it should be comfy. Also, I have this is my food bag right there. You can barely see it. You'll be able to see a little bit more in the daylight. Got my emergency candle, glass candle thing going. It is going pretty good. Oops, it's almost went out on me there. Almost went out on me. There's a second wick in there somewhere. Probably burn it. It's right there. I can see it. Anyways, it's going pretty good. The jar is heating up like crazy. That way I can wrap my hands or my toes around it. That's pretty hot. Okay, like I said, I already had enough. I already had steak and some mashed potatoes for dinner. I am going to cook up some more coffee later. I need something warm to drink. The only other warm thing I got to drink is tea, and I'm not quite sure where I put that. And this is a can of sardines I'm going to eat. And my other flashlight, I can turn it off because it's not doing nothing. So there's one set of my tent set up. Right now I'm not too chilled. I guess. So I'm gonna make some coffee, and don't worry, I'll say goodnight before I go to bed. And did I mention it's, see, if a person's gonna go out on December 23rd in the snow, in the cold, in Canada, and spend a couple nights, maybe even one night, in a tent, you really can't complain about the cold. You know, you really shouldn't be complaining about the cold. mean, if my toes don't fall off, I'm good. My toes fall off, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get down those hills, but we'll do it. We'll manage. Okay. So it's awfully dark out there. Here's my stove, warming up my cup of coffee. Got my lantern outside so you can see some of it, at least. My flashlight isn't doing so much good either. But it's steaming, but so is my breath. So it's going to take a while to heat that up. I was a little nervous at first, well, when I was cooking my steak, I was a little bit nervous that this stove wasn't going to work for me. I thought maybe it was too cold or something, because the flame was kind of like puttering. But when I just turned this on, it flamed up pretty good. That's my breath, so I'll just turn this up a little bit more. So it flames up pretty good. So I don't want to waste the fuel. So that's my coffee outside the tent heating up. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably around 10:30. There's not a whole lot left to do tonight. I warmed up my toes. My hands are warm. I'm warm. I warmed up my toes by sticking my foot in the bend of my knee bends. And I just stuck my foot in there for about 15 minutes. And that did the trick. It thawed them out real nice. Get that line out of my face. Thawed them out good. Then I switched and did my other foot. So I'm just going to call it a night. Get into my sleeping bag. Hopefully the sleeping bag does me well. So you guys have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bright and chipper. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your night. Good morning, guys. Breaking the silence. It was not too bad last night. Snowed a little bit. I shook it a couple times during the night, get some of the snow off. It snowed maybe about an inch, maybe. Inch and a half, 2 inches maybe. But it turned out to be about, from the thermometer, it turned out to be no less than like minus 1 degree last night. So it wasn't too bad. Eventually, I think I fell asleep probably around 2 or 3 in the morning. Had a half decent sleep. It's almost around 11 o'clock right now. So, where are we? Where'd we go? So guys, it's a little bit brighter. So guys, it's December 24th, Christmas Eve. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Priorities right now are to find a little nicer out of the way campsite maybe. definitely get some firewood together so we can have a nice warm fire tonight. Down that way, some. Okay, time to take this tent down and pack up our gear and go wandering. Okay, it was almost about 2 in the afternoon. I think I found a half decent spot to set up camp. It's far more out of the road, out of the way, right beside these spruce trees. I'll take a step back so you can take a look at the camp. Spin you around slowly. Okay, so there's my new camp setup. It's awfully foggy. That's just the glass here. I'm put my tent right beside that big tree where my pack is sitting. And I cleared away a little bit of the underbrush over here. And this is where I'll put the fire. Let's see, right there between those two rocks. I'll push a little bit more of that brush away. There's one big rock right here. Oh, it's bogging up. One big rock in between. Well, there's a rock in between those two sticks. And got about 2 inches of firewood. I'm going to need a little bit more than that. I like to keep my firewood braced up off the ground. Pile it up. And then I like to put something over top of it. Something big and wide. So that in the morning, no matter how much it snows, the under part of it is still drier wood. And get a fire going half decent. So that's my little camp set up, my low fire. That's my little fireplace set up here. A little campfire. I have you can see there's my little stones. There's a bunch of sticks and stuff underneath the tarp. Some longer pieces here that I'm going to burn. That should do me for the night. Those little chairs, those little tripod chairs, they make pretty good tables. If I back away from this a little bit, maybe you can see better. Cleared away as much of the brush as I could. And then when we're done, we're going to put it all back together again and make it perfect. It'll look like no one's ever been here. I don't have my tent set up yet, but my gloves are totally soaked. They're right here. They're totally soaking wet. Yeah. And muddy. That's just digging around in the brush and grabbing rocks and things. Zoom in maybe if I can with this fireplace. Not so much. About there-ish. I got the stove going. It's supposed to be boiling that water for coffee, but I'm not sure about that. There's a bit of a breeze. Not much of a breeze, but a bit of a breeze, so it's almost like the flame is being cooled down before it even hits the water. So, I don't know. trying to get this water hot enough for coffee. That'd be bonus. These little tripod seats. I use them for a seat once in a while here and there, but they also make a really good table. All I want is a cup of coffee. It's about probably a little bit after 3:30ish. Something like that, 3:30. Sun's going to go down another hour. 4:35. The sun came out for maybe 5 minutes today. Since tarping my sticks, it hasn't snowed much. Just a few breezes blowing on the snow off the trees. It's supposed to be really cold tonight. My phone was in my back pocket, and especially when I'm camping, I don't know, it doesn't happen anywhere else, but when I'm camping, my phone just turns on by itself, sitting down and whatever. So my battery's down to almost nothing. I have a recharging battery, so I'll have to recharge that and see how that goes. At least my phone has a pretty good indication of the weather, or the temperature anyways. The thermometer I use for my tent's a little bit iffy. It was like -1 the whole time, or so, 0 the whole time. But it seemed to be colder at some times and warmer at other times, and it didn't fluctuate too much. So I don't know if that thermometer is any good or what. Anyways, we're going to try to get a cup of coffee going. And then, my hand's a little bit cold. I just had a bowl of rice, so I should be good energy-wise once I get moving again. A little bit, my hands should warm up. Second pair of gloves, little mittens. The plan is to have a cup of coffee and then head off to maybe find some more tinder, something to start this fire with. I grabbed a little bit of birch bark on the way in. Not much. It's the only tree I saw. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I also have bits and pieces of paper from my garbage that I've been creating. That might help with the fire starting business. But after the coffee, we'll take a walk around and before it gets too dark, and see if we can find some tinder of some sort, some grass maybe, something dry. This wood is not too bad, but I think the outside of all those sticks is a little bit damp. The stove melts snow pretty good, actually. It takes about 3 minutes to melt a big bunch of snow. So that's not too bad. I'm going to see if we can warm some of this water up with this fire tonight and maybe melt some snow that way. Because this stove's not the greatest. I think I see some steam. I don't know. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to head on off and not too far and see what we can find in the way of tinder. Get this fire going better. Then we come back, we'll set up the tent and get this fire going. It's already starting to get cool. Once that sun goes down over the hills, it gets cool. You can feel it chill. So, see if we can do this coffee business. Like I said, I forgot my coffee cup at home. So I got a bowl of coffee. Ah, it's nice. Nice on the fingers. Warms you up. I'm not sure of that stove anymore. I don't know. It's butane. It's a butane 9001. Whatever that means. But it's a butane gas. So it might be, that might be the problem with the heat of it and stuff. It's good for the summer and spring, but it's doing the job. It's not really, the coffee was really hot. Cooked the rice eventually, but I don't know. I like it. It's tough to bring it in because it's so big, but it's a nice big platform to work on instead of a big huge tower thing. Those small stoves looks like you put a pot on there. It looks like it's going to tip over. Looks like it wouldn't take much to tip over. And this I can undo anywhere and cook anywhere. I don't know. Better fuel would be better, probably. But I'm sure there's plus and minuses to everything. So that does the job. I'm not even sure what the time is right now. Took a good 20 minutes to cook my coffee. Okay, coffee is done. Coffee is done. It was good. So we're gonna wander away from camp. We're gonna go not too far, just down the way a little bit. Usually if I wander too far from camp, I'll bring something. I'll bring a tarp and some food just in case I get lost or in case a storm hits or something. I've been caught before. When I had all my stuff, everything's going good. I had all my stuff, it's a great day. You go out for 2 hours somewhere, and then the storm hits, and it's like, ah! You know, you have no tent, you have no food, you have nothing to start fire with. And you just gotta hold up for a couple hours until you can get back to camp. So, I always bring something with me, except for now, which I won't. Great thing about the snow is you can follow your own tracks back and forth. The bad thing about the snow, or winter, is that everything looks pretty much the same. Holy moly. Take a look at all this wooded area. You do a 360 panorama view of all this stuff, it all looks the same. I'll just do a 360 slow-mo, slow as I can go without. My camp is way down there. I don't know if you can even see it. Don't have my tent up yet. But everything looks the same. Whole bunch of sticks, tree sticks with snow covered. It's neat that the snow on these trees are covered just all the same, right? You can see where the wind is coming from. All this, it's all covered on the north side of the. Here's a close up of this branch tree thing. just on the north side. South side of the trees are all bare as far as snow goes. This side, they're all covered on the one side. So I know which way the wind's blowing. Which helps because I know which way to put my tent door. Not in the direction of the wind, that's for sure. So we'll head up this trail a little bit and see what we can find. We need something that would make a good starter of fire. So in this little off-trail part, and I'm collecting some of these little teeny tiny weed things. They have they're fairly dry and they're hollow. And you can see that hollow tubiness to these things. The hollow tube. So I'm collecting some of those. They're snow covered, but it's fairly fresh snow covered, I think. And there's a lot of them here and there. Whether this is a good tinder or not, I don't know. I imagine they'll burn, but oh well, I don't know. But there's a lot of these little guys. If not, they'll make a good straw. Oh. I did bring some lemonade with me for some reason. I thought I'd be drinking more creek water than I have been. Which I haven't drank any creek water at all. None. Just what I brought in and snow. So that's a bonus. You purify creek water, there's still a bit of a weird flavor to it, so lemonade or tang really helps out. Look at these things. There's another one. I got a handful of these things. Oops. Imagine these are just a weed of some kind. Okay. They pretty much look like a handful of twigs. But they're hollow, so maybe they'll burn or something, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let's make our way back to camp. My fingers are getting cold. My weed picking fingers are cold. If I really wander around this woods, you'd get lost so fast. You really would. Everything looks the same. But you can still see the difference between the direction. That is looking north at all these trees. There's no snow on them at all on that side. You walk that way, you're going north. You go this way, you're going south. That's my tent all set up, ready to go. It's getting a little bit dark out here. Maybe another half hour at the most before it gets pitch black. It's not too far from the fire. There's the fire area. But I think that's far enough away for now. So because it's getting so dark, we really ought to get this fire going. Okay, So let's see if we can get this fire going. Put that in the road for you. I got this 3-in-1 shovel. It was on discount for $5. I'm going to dig a little bit of an air trench. See if we can get the airflow underneath the fire while it's going. I don't have a whole lot of time. I don't have a whole lot of time to get this fire going. Really fine threads on this thing. Tightens up over here. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little bit of air trench on this thing. Probably be worse than better. The idea is to get some kind of airflow going, but who knows how it's going to work. Get some air under the fire. And I'll put a big rock there, so okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to concentrate on getting this fire going. It just was not catching for me. So, the problem was really, I mean, the problem still is, the wood on the outside is like frozen and wet. On the inside, it's pretty good, but on the outside, it's frozen and wet. So, what I had to do, since I didn't have any birch bark except for a few scrapings, what I did was I took some wax from my survival candle, wrapped that up in toilet paper, and stuck it in there, hoping that it would light for a little while. So I did a couple chunks, and it took off. So, I'm just leaning the sticks up now like this to dry them out a little bit. Brother. And then hopefully they won't put the fire out. But it is burning kind of hot right now. I can feel the heat off the thing, so it's not a small fire. So I think this is going to keep going for the most part. Yeah, build it a little more, keep it pushing the drier stuff inside. We should be good. I also got a big huge chunk of hardwood that's caught already. This big huge log, so that should be good. Got another one sitting there, and I got a whole stack of frozen wet on the outside wood. So yeah, toilet paper wrapped up in like wax wrapped up in toilet paper. Worked okay. Okay, see you later. Wow. Do have to say that was a little dicey there, but it seems to be going pretty good. I got a nice bed of coals going. Some of the larger ones are drying out as I'm feeding them in. Hopefully it continues on for another few hours. I'm going to get dinner going, and maybe somehow in this darkness I'll be able to get you a picture, a view of dinner. Okay. So, Got the cheese pizza cooking. I can't see hardly anything of anything. It's down there, very unfocused. Let's see. I got a bowl of coffee. I just made that. Maybe I can get a decent look at this pizza for you. Careful with the light on the stove. You can barely see this. Take the lid off. See if I can get the light to shine on this thing. Like that. I don't know if you can see that very well. Bunch of cheese and pepperoni. Cooking up a storm there. Hopefully it's not burnt. Nice crispy crust. Looks actually pretty good. There's my pepperoni cheese pizza cooking. Put the lid back on. Telling you everything is a little bit everything is a little bit easier. There's the lid back on. Everything is a little bit easier in the daylight. In the dark, everything is difficult. I can't see nothing. Except for where this light is shining. So, I'm going to sit out here by the fire, try to get it going maybe again after my pizza's done. And I'll meet you guys back in the tent. So, there we go. It's a little bit better. So, we're back in the tent. It's, well, I don't know, probably after 10. And, it's Christmas Eve. So, I should be able to have enough, battery stuff for tomorrow. At least tomorrow morning. If not, hope you guys have a good Christmas. And I'll see you soon. Very soon. So, I was going to relax for the evening. Everything's good. My hands are warm. My toes are warm. I'm not even in my sleeping bag yet. So, things are looking okay. But it is cold. Yep. Has a Christmas to it today. Who knows? Maybe see what time I get up in the morning and see how quick we can pack up and get out of here. Anyways, I'll see you in the morning, and you guys have a good Christmas evening. Christmas Eve. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, Merry Christmas, guys. It's December 25th. Tent's down, all packed up, ready to go. So, it's kind of nice out here. Very quiet. Certainly enough Christmas trees. It's just after 1, and I got about 6 hours to get home. Couple hours in the dark, so it's good to hit the main roads by the time it gets dark anyways. So Hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys real soon. See how that goes. See if we can find it. See if I can find my way out of here. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'll see you later. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to get out there and build something.